Hey, Micro Map here. Hope everybody had a lovely day today, Monday, October 14th, 8 p.m. almost, 7:30. I'm watching the Mets and Dodgers, and the Mets are up 7-3 in the ninth, so they're gonna tie this series up. Apparently, it's not over yet, but they got an inning left, but they're doing good, and we have the Indians and the Yankees next, or the Guardians. They'll always be the Indians for me, um, but we have that game next too. So we're in the in the fall. You could smell the fall with the playoffs in baseball. Um, Stock markets continue to make all-time highs. Uh, the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq is close. The small caps are the ones that are lagging, but they were up today. It was a slow trading day because the banks were closed today. Um, I was listening to some a channel there, and they were talking about the S&P future contracts were very dismal. I think that they did like 600,000 contracts. The VIX was down like 70 cents, but I think it's still over 20. So be careful out there. There's a lot of geopolitical risk out there. We have an election in less than 30 days away. Um, so I have a lot of dry powder waiting for better prices. It's okay if I'm not fully invested. I have some positions, but I really haven't been doing much with all that's been going on um, with the family. I actually gotten into a side hobby, and I wanted to show you some of the. Let's see, this guy hit a grounder to third, and he's out. So the Dodgers are going up to bat now. Um, so when I was a kid growing up, I used to collect a lot of baseball cards, especially baseball cards. I do have some basketball and some football, but my collection mainly consists of all those cards, the junk wax era. A lot of those cards that were like Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie. I have that one. All those cards that were printed in mass production. I do have comic books as well. I have a couple drawers full of comic books, and I got into the comic books. I visited the local stores around here, and I found a store that I like, and so I picked up some books before the hurricane. Well, actually, Hurricane Milton came on Wednesday. They were open. No, wait, it came on Wednesday. Yeah, it came on Wednesday, and they were open. So I went in there thinking maybe we were under a tropical storm. It wasn't that bad, but if we lost power, maybe pick up some books to read. So I'll show you some of the books that I picked up um, this week. Let me see if I can flip. Can I flip the camera here? It might kill the video. I'll just do it this way. I don't know if you're, but I'll just go like this. No big deal. So I got this X Men 1. I haven't read this one. From the Ashes, a New Beginning, Exceptional X-Men. So I haven't read that one. These I haven't read yet, and I actually read them. Before, when I was a kid, I would make my grandmother buy them, and I wouldn't even read them. I'd keep them in a bag and board, and they're all in good shape. I have them there. Maybe I'll walk over there after I show you the ones that I bought and show you my drawer. I bought this Spider-Man, which I think they're finishing this series. From what I heard, another YouTuber talk about the that series. I haven't read any of these, so all in DC. Look at that one. I haven't read that one. This one's pretty big. These things have gone up, man. I spent some money on these. This book is $5, but this one's pretty big. It has a lot of pages. Green Lantern. I haven't read that one either. All the ones I'm showing I haven't read, and I'll get into the ones that I read. So yeah, I'm getting older, looking for hobbies. Kiddo's gonna graduate. Um, Soccer's winding down. I mean, hopefully she plays college. That'll give me something for me to do, go see her and stuff. I got this other 30th anniversary special, Zero Hour. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool there. I should have done these on my desk because you see it better, but I'm just doing the video on my phone. I bought, so my plan in getting back into a collection, my plan is they have an app for Marvel and they have an app for DC. Obviously, it's a fee, but you get access to the comic books, so you could read the comic books digitally, which is probably what the industry is going to with everything that's happening. But I'm trying to pick up some keys that are some books that are like number ones and stuff like that. So I picked up this one. I know nothing about these guys. Night of the Slashers. And if you guys have read it or know about it, chime in. By Magma. I guess Magma is the independent maker. This one's $3.99, but it's a number one copy. So it's a number one issue. I guess we could look at this as an alternative investment. Murder Kingdom by Mad Kane. 10-year anniversary. This is the number one. I haven't read it. So this is my pile to read. I still got to read it. I got this Star Wars number one. Ewoks. It's a number one Ewok. I'll read it, and I'll keep the one, and I probably won't. I don't think I'll keep on with the series. But it's always good to collect number ones or special appearances or special items. I got this one. It's called Seance in the Asylum. If I said it right, not sure. It's from Dark Horse. It's a number one. Haven't read it. I'll do another follow-up video and let you know what the deal is with that one. I got this one. It was bent a little bit, but whatever. It was the only one that had, and it looked pretty interesting. It's a number one. I'm kind of disappointed the corner's a little bent, but Toxic Avenger. And I think they're coming out with a movie or a show. Toxic Avenger. Haven't read it. That's a number one. I was talking to a girl at the store. It was a big week for them because they had a lot of number ones. Because I spent some money on these things. This one's $4. Number one. It's from Magma as well. Day of the Dead Girl. I don't know. I haven't been collecting in years, but I guess it's a good time to start. Always a good time. So I got to read that. But this time I'm going to read them. And if I like the stories. Now, so my plan is buy the number one. Now, Magma won't be on the app. Only Marvel and DC. Terminator 1. Dynamite makes this. Terminator 1. So those are the ones I haven't read. These are the ones that I have read. I read Venom War Wolverine number 2. I actually I want to buy number 1. So I'm going to go back into the store and see if I have a copy of number 1. He actually cuts a guy's head off. It was kind of crazy. I'm going to elaborate a little bit on this. Hold on. Let me open the book up. Wasn't set up for this video, but whatever. I'm winging it. I should have done it on my desk, but not a big deal. Wolverine is in this book, and I was reading it today. This book, I read it. It was interesting. I wanna get the first version, so when I go Wednesdays when they get the new books, so I'll probably go in Wednesday and drop some money. It's gonna be an expensive hobby, I think. I actually put some on Marketplace for sale, and some people. Look, some guy just texted me about getting the books that I didn't grade. That some guy wanted some of my Spider-Mans that I put on Marketplace that are older. Oh man, I wanted to show you this. Look at this. So Wolverine gets in a fight with some guy, and he cuts the guy's head off. Look at that. He cut the guy's head off. I don't know if you can see that right there. He cut it off. And then there's a guy laying without the head. He cut the guy's head off. Now that's pretty violent. And the reason I showed you that, I thought it was a pretty good book. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely try and pick up the first copy. I didn't get it. See if they have it. I want to get the first copy. This is Terminator 1. Another cover. Same book, different cover. I picked it up. Oh, so what I wanted to go into. So they came out with a new series with Blade, right? This character, I guess he's a vampire guy, Blade. But it's red band. So this book is covered with warning. This book is only approved for appropriate audience. But I opened one of them. I'm gonna keep this one closed because they have different covers. But Wolverine just sliced the guy's head off, and that's the same thing that Blade did in his comic book. And that book with Venom War doesn't have no red cover on it. This is the other cover. I bought them to save them. The number ones. Who knows? Maybe they'll be worth something tomorrow. Who knows? Whatever. This is another Terminator, but with a white cover. I'm not even gonna open it. They had like three different covers. This Wolverine. This one's Wolverine Revenge. Interesting story. I enjoyed this one. I read it. All these that I'm showing, I have read. Except the Terminator, I didn't read. But I have different, I guess they call them variants. I'm learning the lingo. Been out of this deal for a long time. This is the Blade that I opened and read. And you see how he chopped the guy's head? And this was actually a red, what do you call it? Red tape, red label, a red, what do they call it? I don't know, red cover, whatever. For little kids not to get it. I enjoyed the book. It was okay. Will I continue to buy the series? No, I'll just read it in the Marvel app. I have the Marvel app. So when number two comes up, I won't buy the book. I'll just read it on my app. But I got the number one, and maybe the number one tomorrow is worth something. Who knows? This is a number one that came out. I enjoyed this story. Conquest 2099. Pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. This one was pretty good too. I think the new one comes out soon. Wolverine 1. From the Ashes, a New Beginning. Wolverine. I have the old Wolverine ones. And both the older one and the most recent one, and now this one. This Batman, super good. They came out with a different, it's Absolute Batman 1. They came out with a bunch of different covers. The store had them. I bought all the covers. Enjoyed the book. And Batman looks big, bro. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And his the Mets won 7-3. Gotta change and put the Indians and Yankees. Yeah, but he looks big. Here's another. I kept another red Blade closed. I enjoyed this one, $5.99. This one has like 40 pages, I think. This story was pretty good. The Sentinels #1. I enjoyed it. Not a bad book. Pretty interesting. Star Wars 1. Not a Star Wars kind of guy. I did grow up having, man, I wish I would have kept all my action figures. I had my mom used to buy me all the action figures. I wish I would have kept them. And I had the big, I forgot the big thing that Harrison Ford would drive, the big plane or whatever. I forgot the name of the thing. But yeah, this is #1. So I read the story, it was okay. Will I continue to probably get it? No. This one I enjoyed a lot. Creature Commandos, #1. Now these guys are coming out with a TV show. I don't know, it's on Amazon. This is 1 of 6. So I might continue with this series. I enjoyed it, so I might continue picking up that copy when the next one comes out. I enjoyed it a lot. Liked it. I think the rest are Batman different variant covers. I don't really want to be opening them because I like to keep my stuff as mint as possible. Here's another cover of the Batman. Here's the one that you can see him. Look at this. Look at that Batman. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his outfit changed, but he's jacked. Definitely beefy than the regular Batman. Like the book. Pretty good book. I enjoyed it. Did read it. I'm actually reading them as therapy. This one I bought because it was trending. I haven't read it. Maybe I should read it. But it was supposedly a good book and it's trending. So I bought that one. And here's another Batman cover by Jim Lee. Supposedly a good artist. It's a nice cover. It's the same book, but just different covers. And that was my haul for Wednesday. This Wednesday that passed. 2 more days till the new books drop. Hopefully I don't drop a lot of money. But yeah, those are the books that I got. I got a couple more to read. I'll probably read a couple more here today. While I watch the Indians and Yankees. And so the Dodgers tied. The Dodgers are tied in this series, and now we got the Yankees and Indians. So yeah, those are my books here. Little hobby. I walked a little bit today. Anyways, like the channel, subscribe, and it's good to do some videos again. Have a good night and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.